Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more One Foot in the Grave. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. There's a lot of construction going on by my house today, so there's a good chance you guys are going to hear something. At first, it was just a construction by my gas station, which I mentioned before. And of course, the summer going on, so people are doing like lawn and stuff like that. But now I have them ripping up the entire street in front of my house. So there's just a whole lot going on. Because even though we do get some hot days here, there's not a lot of good construction days in Indiana. At least that's what I've been told. So they have to like cram a lot of them at one time. That's why in Indiana you always see construction going on almost everywhere at the same time, because you have to have like a good construction like week or whatever to do it. So we have the entire road in front of my house being ripped up. We have the construction going on in the gas station next to my house. You have people getting all the siding and stuff done. Like a whole bunch of stuff is going on at the same time. So you guys probably gonna hear a lot of like banging and clacking and all that stuff. So get ready for that. Hopefully this show buries some of it. I'm hoping. We'll definitely see. If it gets too loud, I'll just stop the episode and you might just see some splicing here and there. I'm going to do the best I can. So let's just go ahead and jump into it and we'll talk about the board at the end. Sorry. I had the text message from my mom.
Oh, is that right, Mr. Blizzard? Well, funnily enough, the fact that you've got it firmly in hand does not surprise me at all. It's exactly what I would expect from a complete and utter whack. What? You just can't be bothered anymore.
Yes. Like buying a new car with a pornographic number plate, wasn't you?
Oh, no.
But stuck in a funeral procession this morning. The mourners were upset enough without having to stare at that obscenity all the way to the crematorium. Oh, you really have to have this.
Let's have that in a cabinet.
A food cupboard.
It's just while I'm doing my test. You know what the doctor said?
Oh, no.
Morning, Mr. Meldrew. I see your butt's in a sorry state at the moment, then.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, of course, we haven't really had the rain,
If
so...
you stand back, I'll give you a top-up.
Sorry? Well, yes, thank you very much. That'll do for now.
Oh, yes, gardens have been getting a bit dry on lately.
Weathermen say head hanging up there. Halloween
Where
head.
did that come from?
Sorry? Oh, yes, I've just been giving it a quick rinse through, ready for its next outing. Yeah. Very realistic, they make them nowadays. When I first started in amateur dramatics, you had to make do with a face painted on a balloon.
Right. So you were doing some kind of play.
Oh, yes, I've just completed a very successful tour of nursing homes with murders in the Rue Morgue. Seemed to go down quite well with the over-80s. Yes, we found from experience that anything without a decapitation in it, they tend to start nodding off. So, and of course, for this one, Mr. Snoxall gave us his rather splendid orangutan. So it was quite a hit all in all. Yeah, bye-bye to you. And don't forget, if you ever need my hose pipe, you know where it is.
And I mean, you'd never guess the man was 85. Would you, Will? Whizzing about around that great big house in his wheelchair. His wife was talking about getting some speed ramps put in along the upstairs landing. If she can get a grant from the council.
It was so nice to see my brothel again after...
He's here, brothel.
Yes, it must have been.
Misspelling. Like you said.
And this was up in Pontefract, did you say?
Which is an awfully long time in a car these days for Wilf. Especially in the hot weather.
I was violently sick 11 times.
Oh, dear.
Now, while I think of it... Check. Presents. Here's a little something for you, Mr. Meldrew, from the local deli up there.
What else?
Thank
Cucumbers?
you very much,
What is
Mrs.
that?
Warboys.
I
Sausages?
remembered you saying you were in need of a new jigsaw for something to do in the evenings. So,
Oh no. Oh my, you did the puzzle.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Warboys.
that's Sheffield steel. It'll last you a lifetime.
I am just going to go to the laboratory. All
You know where it is, Will.
Bless him. He's coping so well.
Ha! They've finally taken away that pile of bricks, I see. Well, wonders never cease. You say I shouldn't keep on at them, but it's the only language they understand, I'm afraid.
Well, oh, cold-blooded. Ass Macbeth.
What in the name of God?
Oh no, I thought maybe they threw him through the window or something.
Why did they do that? Can
Bogus.
you believe this?
No, for goodness sake.
Cold-blooded.
What kind of done?
You see now the kind of psychopaths we're dealing with? Break into your house in the middle of the night and do a thing like this?
I guess. That is what you gotta do.
Just hurry up, please, and let me know when you're ready.
Right, yes, sorry.
You just take that part
Your
off.
own time then, Mr. Meldrew.
Oh my god. Good neighbor, man.
No, thanks ever so much. It was really useful, actually. It's given me some great insights, I think, on where to go with it all.
Pleasure. Well, I'll see you at rehearsals then, Lindsay, on Friday.
Bye.
Bye, ladies, ducks. Like, how long has she been in there now? Surprised they didn't come back for that thing and catch Victor. Hey, what's going on here?
What the hell are you doing in there?
What about he just... How long have you been back?
Since about 5 o'clock. Why?
Jean was here. Cousin Wilf had been sick in the car again, and they came in here to... Oh, for the love of Mike! 4 hours nearly I've been in there
God
done up
bless
with
him.
a penknife. Did you even wonder where I was?
I had other things in my mind.
Oh, what? Prizing your face out of Lindsay Gibbons' neck all afternoon.
So,
Trying to get a
Mr.
ride.
Meldrew, hemoccult tests were positive, but no clinical symptoms other than a generally irritable bowel. And there's no reason you can think of why blood should have found its way into your digestive system.
Unless it's to do with being a vampire.
Oh, the fake blood? Was it fake blood in there?
I'm rehearsing for this play.
I'm afraid there's no easy way of finding out what's lurking inside a person's large intestine, Mr. Meldrew. So, are you familiar with the procedure called a colonoscopy?
Gotta go up that pipe, son. I thought he was gonna say it was the fake blood. He was swallowing too much of it or something. They thought it was real. I don't know how you make that mistake, but. Oh, dude. No play. He's gonna get towed, isn't he? Oh, somebody's gonna try to buy it. Oh no, he got the wrong car.
Oh, where is he? I thought you said he'd come out to the car for a lie down.
Well, he did. And he wouldn't have got into the wrong one or anything, surely.
He was high on pills or whatever. Is he one of those truck trailers? Holy hell. Holy hell.
Go and sit down. You must be ready for a cup of tea.
Sit down, that's a joke. Not enough. Feeling like I've had an anaconda up my anus, thanks to this boys. Waking up at the back of that bloody thing, halfway to Burton and Trent. Never thought I was going to get off alive.
Well, it's lucky you had the money for the train fare. We might still reach on the...
Oh.
4291. Ronnie!
Yeah. knew
I'm
it was
sorry
screwed.
we haven't been in touch, but things have been a bit hectic here.
Hectic. Had a right basin full of it lately, I have straight. Pipes up your front end, pipes up your back. Herbert trying to force a camel through the eye of a needle.
Oh, of course not. Yes, we'll be round right away.
Round where right away? What the hell did you tell him that for?
Mildred's dead.
What do you mean?
Damn.
What do I mean? Dead. Stopped breathing a few minutes ago. They were playing cards. She went upstairs, and the poor man's in a terrible state. He didn't know who else to turn to.
Oh, my God.
Cold-blooded, dude.
I'll get my coat.
Oh, it's under the table.
Ronnie. Oh, I don't know what on earth to say. Have you rung for an ambulance? I mean, what happened? You say there was no sign, no warning of any kind.
She only needed Mrs. Stitch, the tailor's wife, to win. Said she'd just got to pop upstairs for a moment to... and then, of course, when she didn't come down again...
So, where is she now? She's still up there.
What? She hung herself?
I just can't get my head round it, even now.
That's wild.
I mean, she seemed such a jolly soul. Well, they both did. And now we find out she's been suffering these terrible bouts of depression. Heaven knows how he's going to cope from now on.
Being upset for anyone, I should think, to find your wife's hanged herself during a game of happy families.
Oh, so that's another funeral we've got to go to.
What do you mean another one? The first one didn't exist.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
keep the lie going, though, man.
How are you supposed to cope with all the tragedy in life?
What was it that philosopher said? Just go out and cultivate your garden. And if you don't mind, I'll just go and water the dahlias.
Hey, what are you doing, bro? kid. His rolls are good. Damn, dude, cold-blooded. I wonder if they feel guilty for ignoring their calls and everything the entire time, because they could have been hanging out with them and actually had one last moment with her, and maybe the happy moment would have kept her there or something. But depression doesn't really work that way. They could have been hanging out there with her in the middle of the card game, and she could have still went upstairs and killed herself while they were there. So, I mean, it is what it is. It could have still went that route, you know? Very sad stuff. Man, one thing I think about taking Jean's key away. She can be so, you know, sweet and loving and always there and stuff, but also annoying, popping up at the wrong time and stuff when she just wants to enjoy her day, and then she pops up in there with old boy. I definitely thought they were gonna pop in and to get the device back and then catch Victor and get her feelings hurt. You know, I really thought they're gonna hurt her feelings. I was gonna feel bad for her. It's crazy. It was a blood pudding though that was inside his stool the entire time. Him eating that sausage blood pudding or whatever it was. I thought for a second when he said playing a vampire, I thought he was drinking too much of the blood while he was like playing the role. And I'm like, well, how can you make that mistake though? But this is a sitcom, so maybe that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna play that as a mistake, you know? I don't know. Well, no, man, really good episode. I enjoyed this one. All right, folks, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully, you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.